Honeys, I'm home. They don't hear me. Honeys, I'm home. This little one's lagging behind. Oh, I hope he can make it over the fence. Or is she gonna make it over the fence? It's not my fence, it's the goddamn government's. Please, 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 please. Please, please. Oh, she's not even gonna try? That might be for the best. Oh, the babies can't get over. They're leaving the babies behind. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What is vagabond?
You got it.
You're getting very sleepy for 1200.
No, go to the Camus category.
Let's go with Albert Camus for 1200.
Camus was born in this then French colony, the setting of some of his works.
What is
Algeria?
Oh, I gotta get it out fast enough. You guys heard me say the beginning. You
In
knew
the
I knew it.
original French, the first line of this Camus novel is Aujourd'hui,
Oh.
maman est morte.
What is the stranger or the outsider?
What is the stranger?
Yes, mother died today.
Yes.
Try to
Or
do
was
it
it
around
yesterday? I
1600.
can't remember.
Whoa! In
Ah, no, go back to my category. I want to run that thing.
Return to take a bogus journey. Joanna.
Who are Bill and Ted?
That's right.
Let's take Camus for 800.
Thank you.
Dr. Bernard Rieu fights a rising epidemic.
Oh,
which
I know it.
symbolizes the Nazi occupation of France in this Camus novel.
What is the plague?
Joanna.
What is what pest?
Yes, the plague.
Camus for 400.
Oh, she's saying it in French. She's so
On December
fancy.
10th, 1957, Albert Camus received this prize in Stockholm, Sweden.
What is the
What
Pulitzer?
is the Nobel Prize?
Nobel.
For literature, right?
I knew that. I don't know why I second guessed myself. I should have said my first guess. I knew it. But then I second guessed it. And I said, oh, he did it with that. Oh, I'm so upset.
Do as long as possible.
What is a filibuster?
Right.
Camus.
Deuteronomy for 2000.
Oh. Oh, I got all the rest of them right except for the one where I second guessed myself, which it was so easy. Nobel Prize. Obvious. And I knew that he had that. But I said, that's too easy. They're trying to throw a curveball on me. No, it was just that easy. I hate when I do that. Did y'all know that Pat Sajak served in Nam? I always am learning new Pat and Vanna facts. Today I voted for a gay councilman while wearing my Bobby Jack shirt. Very exciting day. Sir, you have a little something. Sir, you have some lint on your legs. Oh, you must have been under the couch because I literally just swept a couple days ago and I was getting it everywhere. He's tracking it everywhere. This reminds me of Cat's Cradle. Great news. Our boy won. Oh, my sticker. Our boy won. First openly gay city councilman that I know of. I mean, not in the world, obviously. My town. My town. My name is Lex and I'm from Mardi Gras. My name is Lex and I'm from Disneyland. This is stolen from Drew, Anya, and Josiah, but I'm going to make some of my own. Here we go. My name is Lex and I'm from the Statue of Liberty. My name is Lex and I'm from... I almost said Disneyland again. My name is Lex and I'm from Wheel of Fortune. My name is Lex and I'm from the Alamo. My name is Lex and I'm from the shower. My name is Lex and I'm from the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. My name is Lex and I'm from the back rooms. Okay, last one. My name's Lex and I'm from the Eras Tour. I still can't get over my grandpa when we were talking about who we were gonna vote for. We were both gonna vote for the same guy for one of the city councilman positions, the gay one. And we were talking about him, and he was calling him ultra liberal, because my grandpa doesn't know what a leftist is. And he just thinks they're all communists, including me. And anyways, and he said it would be a good thing, though, because it would light a fire under the mayor's ass, and the mayor has had it too easy over the past decades. Anyways, and then it was silent in the car for a really long time, and I was asking him questions and he wasn't answering. And like I was asking him when he was gonna go vote and if we should carpool together and stuff, and my grandma's like, answer her. And my grandpa goes, I'm trying to think of how to tell her this. And he says it like this guy has terminal cancer, like he's gonna die in 3 days. He says, Hayden's gay. I said, even better. And he goes, even better. Like he wasn't like necessarily agreeing with me. He was like repeating what I said, but he was like taking it in. I don't know, like that could be a good thing. I don't know. I love this growth for my grandpa though. This is coming from the man who could not watch Grace and Frankie because he could not stand to see two men kissing. He couldn't stand it, so we stand character development. I like Vanna's dress all right, but I feel like she looks like an airplane nurse. Like I feel like if airplanes had nurses, this is what they would wear. Thank God. I don't mad at him for buying all those vowels. I don't like would you ever okay, you gotta realize this is real money they give you. Would you spend hundreds of dollars on a vowel? Are you fucking stupid when there's obviously a G up there? There's obvious letters up there. And I know you don't want to hear Olympic and something wrestling. Thumb. It came to me right as soon as I pressed the not record button. Recording really fucks me up on wheel. That's why I haven't been recording it lately. Perhaps I write for no one. Perhaps for the same person children are writing for when they scrawl their names in the snow. Why is it we want so badly to memorialize ourselves, even while we are still alive? We wish to assert our existence, like dogs peeing on fire hydrants. We put on display our framed photographs, our parchment diplomas, our silver-plated cups. We monogram our linen. We carve our names on trees. We scrawl them on washroom walls. It's all the same impulse. What do we hope from it? Applause, envy, respect, or simply attention of any kind we can get? At the very least, we want a witness. We can't stand the idea of our own voices falling silent finally, like a radio running down. Don't mind me. I'm just out here vibe checking the pine needles. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. Good enough. No. Yes. I feel like all these Jeopardy categories are reused, so I thought it was a rerun, and then I was like, oh, it's the writer's strike, and they're reusing stuff. And then I look it up, this is the first episode where the writers are back. It was so reminiscent of so many old categories, like potpourri, famous former teachers. Like, we've seen all these before, have we not? Altered states, anagrams of states, like, I'm so confused right now. Did I switch dimensions? I don't remember these contestants though. One of them's hot.
A shiitake is one of these. Take is Japanese for it.
What is mushroom?
Matt, what's a mushroom? That's right.
Oh, see him. I want him. I want him. No. No. I'm sorry. I'm not praying on her downfall, but I really wanted our boy to win so I could stare at him another day. Ah! I'm in pain. This guy on my OnlyFans wanted to FaceTime, and I know that he hunts deer. So I was like, yeah, I'll give you half off of my normal rate, which is $10 per minute, if you send me bones. And he was like, could we do $40 for 30 minutes? And I was like, no. And like, that's going to cost you a skull and a femur at least. I am so lonely that I have been getting butterflies in my pussy when I sext. I'm getting horny off of work these days. I need the touch of a real person. I got a tarot reading last night, though, that said I'm ready for love. And then today, hot guy on Jeopardy. So things are looking up. I keep saying things are looking up for my love life. I've been saying that for months now and nothing's happened. But each day is one day closer, unless it never happens. But then it's one day closer to death. So no matter what, things are looking up. So I'm at this party at my friend's house, and everyone's talking about like having conservative families and like how to deal with them and stuff. And I'm talking about like how I benefit from my family, but like I also try to educate them, but also they're almost a lost cause. But sometimes I make breakthroughs, and I was like, I just take what they can give me, honestly. Like I'm kind of like in that way, like referring to my friend. And she's like, oh no, I do not take anything from my family because they'll just hold it over my head. Meanwhile, we're at her house where her parents paid for the down payment. And her Halloween costume, she asked to borrow sunglasses from her mom, and she gave her Gucci ones. And she used that as an example. She's like my mom, I asked her to lend me sunglasses for my costume, and she gives me Gucci ones. So now they're like locked in the cupboard because I'm like scared of losing them because that's too much pressure. I'm like, you just said no, but then gave an example where you are benefiting from your parents. Like, I mean, it's just one night of wearing the Gucci glasses. It's not like you got the Gucci glasses, but like still, like, you are borrowing your mom's sunglasses, and like you don't think she's gonna hold that over your head, and you don't think she wouldn't if she, like, I get that she would hold it over your head if you lost them and everything. Like, I get it. My family holds things over my head too. Like, they do that, but don't act like you don't benefit from them when we're literally standing in a house that proves that you do. And like, you're always talking about like going to your family's property in Mexico. Like what are you talking about? What are you literally talking about? And that just really pissed me off because like I'm just not one to hide the fact that I like benefit from generational wealth. Like, I am not like completely self-made. Like, when I play shows, the only reason I can play shows is because of my grandpa owns a sound company. So I have any sound equipment I could ever need at my disposal, and everyone in town lets me play because of him, because I'm like a mini Nepo baby. Like, and I'm sure I could get gigs, at least some gigs without him, but it would not be near as easy, and I would have to work a lot harder. And like, I've always acknowledged that. I've always acknowledged like that this is not like my place. I always say like my family's cabin. Like, I never say my cabin. Like sometimes I say the cabin to people in the know, but like, especially people who have been here. But like, I just don't like when people act like their parents don't give them shit when they do. Like, just own up to it, because it makes people feel bad when they don't have as much as you, and they're like, what's wrong with me? Am I not working hard enough? Am I not pulling myself up by my bootstraps hard enough? Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Some of us just have boomer grandparents that got lucky or that did work decently hard. Like, my grandpa worked decently hard, but he would not have near as much money as he does if he wasn't a cis white straight man born in like when he was born, like born a boomer. Like you could put in just as much hard work as he did back in the day, and you're not going to end up where he is. Like, and you're not going to, like, I don't know. I just wish people would acknowledge their privilege as usual. And then I'm just also annoyed with her because she sent me a picture of some of her residents' poop, because she takes care of disabled adults. And that was the first thing I woke up to in the morning, and I'm like, and now I feel bad because I feel like I can't set a boundary because she probably has like cancer or something, and I don't want to make it about me and be like, yeah, really sorry that your resident is like shitting blood, but can you not send me pics? Like, I guess I could say that, but like I would just feel like an asshole. And then she also annoyed me the other day because I was talking about like considering surrogacy, and she was like, you know, you'd have to stop smoking weed, right? And I was like, duh. Like, you think I would value weed over a child's life? Like, are you joking me? And so I was like, hey, that hurt my feelings. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I was probably just projecting because I can't imagine stopping with how anxious I am. And I'm like, I guess it was like nice that she ended up projecting and that she was like self-aware. And I love her. I'm not saying I don't, but I just had to go on a little vent because I don't feel like venting to anyone in my real life about this. Into the camera goes. I'm on positive friend news though, in positive social news, I am going to see my friend in Boise on Wednesday, and I've been nervous about it because I'm like, what if she hates me? What if she doesn't want me there and she just invited me because she feels like an obligation to or whatever? Like, because I left my sweater there and I need to get it, and I'm like, what if it's literally just she wants me to get my sweater and then she's going to cut me out of her life forever? But then she texted me yesterday like unprompted and was like, I was talking to my therapist today about how much I love you and how I'm so excited for you to come, and like how like you're my closest girlfriend and how I feel like we're like soul sisters. And I'm like, okay. So what you're saying is you don't hate me? It's because you didn't tell your therapist you hate me? You told me your therapist you like me? I hope that's true. I mean, like, I am happy and I do like half believe it, but half of me is still like, so should I come or not? So do you even want me there? Oh, and then back to the generational wealth thing. I have this other friend who I've always suspected had something because both of their parents are professors, which isn't like the poorest, but it's not like the richest. But they have like a lot of medical issues like me, and they're always going to doctor's appointments. They also have like mental health issues, and they were able to do like esketamine treatment, ECT, all this stuff. And I've always been like jealous of that. Like, I've always been like, I wish I could afford esketamine. I wish I could afford, like, I don't know if I would do ECT, honestly. Like, I don't know about that, but like, I just wish I could afford my medical bills, you know. And my family has not really been very helpful in that aspect. But I mean, I'm still on my mom's health insurance, so I mean, like, I'm still privileged and grateful and stuff, but like, I mean, I've been paying out my own money, my porn money, like thousands of dollars. And if you have generational wealth, why do you make porn? Because I still need a job, dude. And it's the easiest, I mean, like, sorry to sex work is real work, but for me, it's the easiest job I can think of. I've been thinking about maybe being a writer, though. I feel like that's something I could handle if I could just write well. That's the problem. But I could sell songs, I've been thinking. I don't know. But I like making porn. I'm like literally an exhibitionist. Like, even if I didn't get paid, like, when I take a nude, or like when I'm feeling sexy, I take a nude, and then I want to send that nude to people. Like, it's something I want to do, like, without monetary, like, incentive, without monetary incentive, I would still do it. Anyway, but I've always just been, like, jealous or, like, feeling bad about myself that I can't, like, take care of myself the way that I feel like this friend of mine does. And then the other day they tell me, like, oh yeah, I have like 200 grand like in the bank because of my family and generational wealth and whatnot. And so if I buy a house, it's like not me, like it's generational wealth, because I was ranting about the other thing. I was ranting about the other person and pretending that like their house wasn't bought by their parents. And I was just like, wait, we have been friends for like 7 years now, and I seriously, like, I mean, I always suspected it, but like, this is my first time actually hearing it, like, out of your mouth. Like, you're acting like, oh yeah, like, I acknowledge it. Like, if I ever buy a house, it's definitely generational wealth. But I've never once heard you say, like, I'm only able to get my treatments because of generational wealth or whatnot. Like, I don't know. I just don't think and I get it. It's kind of shameful. Like, I do get it. Like, I'm kind of ashamed in a way because, like, and these are very compassionate, like, woke people. Do you know what I mean? And so I get why they would be, like, ashamed that they have more and other people have less, because I feel the exact same way. Like, I feel, like, ashamed of my wealth in a way, but, like, at the same time, you need to acknowledge it, because it just makes other people feel like shit when they're like, why can't I get esketamine? Why can't I afford the down payment on a house? Why can't... Why... I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh... Wait, I'm not ready to talk. I'm still feeling my feelings. Wait. Oh, I just spent so long filming this freaking sponsored video with this fucking dildo because I couldn't get it in my pussy because it's too tight. And then I sent them the video to get their approval before it goes up. And they're like, can you reshoot it and use lube? Because, like, it's really hard to get the silicone-based stuff in your pussy without lube. And I know that, but the thing is, even with lube, it's It's still gonna suck. And then, I'm crying over a dildo. Yes, I am. I just want to quit my job. I'm not any good at it. At least not the penetration part, because it always hurts. Even real dicks hurt. Like, I have a disease that makes sex hurt. And yeah, I'm trying to be a sex worker. Not trying. I mean, I have been for more than 5 years now, but now I have to reshoot the video, and I have to buy lube. And I hate lube. I feel like it always freaking fucks up my pussy for like a week. No matter what kind I get. And it's like, oh, it's pH safe. Oh, it's pH. You shouldn't be putting anything in your pussy. So I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Ugh. The worst part is they were so nice about it. I can't stand when people are nice to me. It makes me cry. I can't stand it. They were like, if you would reshoot it with lube, but only if you really want to. We just really want you to enjoy it. And it like hurt us to see you hurting. I can't stand it. I really can't. That kind of shit kills me. And they're gonna send me lube, and I'm gonna redo it, and it's all gonna be fine, but I know it's still gonna hurt, even with the lube, and I just feel like a failure. 35 days, I've been bleeding out of my pussy, my tits hurt, my back hurts, I cry, I'm angry, I'm on my period. I haven't on my period for 35 days, cramps and all, baby, cramps and all, and I'm just supposed to shove shit up there? This obviously isn't their fault, and they literally are not, like, making me do it, like, they literally, like, are so nice. I'm not yelling at them at all. I'm yelling at my damn body. It's just like, and I think the thing that's making me the most emotional about this is I'm so scared to date somebody with a dick now. Like, I've been thinking that I would want to date a guy and not a girl lately, just because, like, I mean, we've said this, I've said this 100 times, where it's like, me and all my personalities and all my different phases, where it's like, do I want a man specifically, or do I only specifically think I want a man because of the way that I was like raised and the way that I was socialized to like be straight? And so when I was little, when I was picturing getting married, I wanted to marry a man. And so now that I'm wanting my marriage partner, my final partner in my life, I'm picturing it as a man. I don't know, but like now I'm like, do I even want someone with a penis? Because is it just gonna be pain my whole life? Like, would I be better off with like an AFAB person? But like at the same time, an AFAB person is probably gonna want to like fucking put the strap on or stuff, like, and then I'm I'm gonna go fucking be a nun. I'm gonna go be a nun. I'm gonna get married to Jesus. Do nuns have to shave their head? I don't want to shave my head. Alright, back to vibe checking the pine needles. No. Yes, into the bag. No. 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 Yes. No. Yes. Where were we? I've forgotten. He was deciding whether to cut her throat or love her forever. Right, yes, the usual choices. A paradox, the donut hole. Empty space once, but now they've learned to market even that. A minus quantity, nothing, rendered edible. I wonder if they might be used, metaphorically of course, to demonstrate the existence of God. Does naming a sphere of nothingness transmute it into being? Bad news. I just saw an article titled, Kurt Vonnegut said that Bob Dylan was the worst poet alive. I'm not clicking on the article, and I'm choosing to believe that's a clickbait lie because I hate when my boys fight. Sometimes I just feel like my job doesn't provide a service to society. Every once in a while I think that, and I'm like, what am I doing? And then I just remembered, or I just thought tonight, I'm like, The only thing really keeping me from not killing myself lately is boyfriend audios. Like, if it were not for these men moaning into their goddamn microphones, I don't know if I would be alive right now, in all honesty. So, I think that I do put good into this world, and I think I do help people. And I'm proud of my job, because if I make people feel as good as these these freaking things make me feel, then I've done it. I've done my part. Something that drives me cuckoo banana bonkers is when people say I'm ADHD. You are not the disorder. Like, and this is not me trying to be like inspirational, being like, you are not your disorder. No, that's just not grammatically correct. You can be depressed. You cannot be depression. Okay? You can be attention deficit and hyperactive. You cannot be attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Okay? Glad we got that out of the way. I'm ready to move on with my life now. Look, it's my bestie Birdie, the bald eagle. He says hello. Here are the biggest lies men tell in order. I will love you forever. I will never cheat on you. I promise to fix the hole in the wall that I made. What if, since all deer look the same to me, all people look the same to them, and they'll never know who I am? What if they never know that I'm a nice girl? What if they never know how much I love them? Oh no. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Look what I just found. First of all, cute. This is what I mean. A crock pot. I've had a crock pot up here this whole fucking time, and a cute one that looks like it's from the fucking 70s. It's probably like more like from the 90s, one of the ones that they made to look like they're from the 70s. But are you shitting me? I need to start looking around in the cupboards here more. Like, next thing you know, I'm gonna find a fucking like food processor or something. Oh my god, I just looked up the model. It is from the 70s. I've always wanted a 70s crock pot. I've been checking the thrifts and I always see them, and sometimes I see some like really cute ones, like the brown and orange ones are my favorite. But I never know if they work. Then they don't let you test them at the thrift. So it's like I think to myself, I hope my ex-boyfriend is having a worse day than yesterday. And then the next morning I repeat and I say, I hope my ex-boyfriend is having a worse day than yesterday. And the next day I say, I hope my ex-boyfriend is having a worse day than yesterday. And if my hopes have any resolve in the world, any staying power, his days are getting worse and worse. Hopefully. I hope my ex-boyfriend is having a worse day than yesterday. If you think negatively about other people, you're going to affect negative energy, and you're just going to bring it back to you, and bad things are going to happen to you if you wish bad on other people. I don't believe in that shit anymore. I really don't. Because when I was the most forgiving, loving, compassionate person in the world, all I fucking got was fucked over. And ever since I've been a little hermit, a little, I don't know, maybe we could call it misanthropic, honestly. And ever since I stopped believing in forgiveness, and now I think forgiveness is such a scam, I feel so much better. And everyone always says forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness never got me shit. Like, letting go and like forgetting about it kind of, and like distracting yourself from it, that helps. But actually like forgiving the person, all that ever got me was fucked. All that ever got me was another opportunity for them to fuck me in the ass again. Like, I'm not into the whole forgiveness thing anymore. I'm really not. I'm ready for revenge. I really am. And I feel like there's so much physical proof that I'm doing better ever since I started being a more vengeful person and a less forgiving person. My skin is clearer. I am skinnier. I am happier. I am just better. I'm just all around better ever since I told myself, you know what, we don't have to forgive him. What he did was wrong, and we never have to change our mind about him being an asshole. We can think he's an asshole for the rest of our life. And you don't have to dwell on it. I'm not saying you need to think about it all day, but like, I just feel like by not forgiving people in my life, I just was invalidating my own feelings and invalidating and just, I don't know, letting people get away with treating me like shit. And I don't think that's a good thing. I really don't. And I was looking at pictures of me and Steven the other day, deleting them because I never really got around to deleting a bunch of, there's still so many that I need to go delete. I have to do it in chunks, and so it never really gets done. And I was looking at when we were 17, I was like, oh my God, he was a baby. And I felt like a lot of forgiveness towards him, and I felt a lot of compassion and just like a lot of mercy, if you will. And, but I still don't think what he did was right. Like, I don't think, like, being violent is right. I still don't think a lot of, like, the mind games and stuff he played with me and the things he said to me, I don't think they were right. And things he says about me, I don't think they're right. But I can still have that compassion where I go, oh, he was just a baby. Like, he was just a baby. But what that baby did was wrong, and I'm not going to forgive the baby. Like, it doesn't excuse it. Like, I'm not going to excuse him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can feel a little bit lighter towards him in my heart, but I'm not going to sit there and go like, oh, Lex, you need to get over it. Like, I don't know. You guys, I was just on a business call, a business FaceTime, and I kept looking up at the deer and watching them, but I was like listening, but I was watching the deer, and then I had to flip the camera around. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm not making good eye contact right now, but I'm just watching these deer. And then God, he was like so impressed. He was like, wow. Like, he was really into it. He's like, those are big. Those are moose. And I'm like, no, they're deer. But, oh my gosh, that was so funny. I mean, it's not like it's that formal. I mean, it was a sex toy company because, you know, that's my business. But I'm actually really excited about this, guys. Go to saray.com and lose and use code LEX10 for 10% off at Saray. Is it .com even? I need to do my research. It's getsaray.com, actually. Code LEX10 for 10% off. And yes, I get commission, but I am genuinely excited about this, and I'm being genuine right now. Pornography. It is a genre that is tedious in bulk. The mistreatment of the human body has a limited repertoire. Thank God. I thought it was my fault that porn's so repetitious. Everyone's always like, do something different. It's like, there's only 3 real positions, and then everything else is just a variation. Like, you're either in doggy, you're in missionary, or you're riding. And standing sex is just doggy standing up at the end of the day. And all the other positions are just various ways to put your legs and arms in those other positions. I don't know what people want from me. I really don't. Spooning sex? That's just doggy on your side, dude. I don't know what you want from me. I don't. Yes, I'm crying. Yes, I'm crying. You guys have to read this one. Oh my God. Well, you gotta read the first one first. But I already recorded me saying you have to read this, but I read the first one, I'm pretty sure. So this is my follow-up. Oh my God, this was crack. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't get anything done until I finished this. Okay, I can go brush my teeth and go to bed now. I've been sitting here sweating my ass off next to the fireplace, but I couldn't move and turn off the fireplace because I had to finish it. I kept forgetting to breathe. Do I hate finance bros? Yes. Do I get a crush on the customer service representative every time I call Fidelity customer support? Yes. It's a problem. Today he asked me, is there anything else I can help you with? And I said, I wish, because I love your voice and I'd love to stay on the phone with you all day, but that's all for me. And I'm a menace. I know that's not professional or appropriate, but what do you expect from me? Also, he sounded like a mix of like all my ASMR boyfriends. He at least sounded like a mix of like Deep Dark Audio and Professor Cal, okay? What was a girl to do but to compliment this man's voice? I look like a fucking stray dog on the side of the road. I look like fucking my ex-boyfriends. This is such a scam because I'm not even trying to be skinny. I'm trying to build muscle, but I can't eat enough, so I just keep burning fat without the building muscle part. Look at me. I'm sunken in. Are you joking me? This is a scam. The only way for me to eat more, I feel like, though, is to smoke weed. Because I have still, my appetite has not come back, but I've been forcing myself to eat at least once a day. Look, here's proof that I ate last night. Kimchi all over me.